Hey y'all, so welcome to my channel. My name's Kiana. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a cut crease look. I'm using some purples and blues today. So basically I'm starting off by packing in some blue in my crease and just going to keep blending that out until I get the vibrancy I like. So I like it pretty vibrant, so you're gonna see me going back in a lot just to keep stacking that shade. And yeah, so as you can see here, I'm still stacking that same shade of blue until I'm pretty much satisfied with the vibrancy of the shade. So I'm using the Norvina palette volume 2. This is the shade B5. So now I'm going to be going ahead into the crease as well with some purple shades. So those ones, I'm using the Norvina palette also, but volume 1. And I mixed the shades B4 and A3. We're just going to keep that purple shade up in the crease as tight as we can, just blending it upwards a little bit so we can have that clean blend. And then also to be mindful of when we do the cut crease. I'm going to be going back in with that same blue shade from the volume 2 palette, and I'm just going to be stacking it on top of that purple so we can get that clean blend and it can look a little bit more effortless. So I'm just going to blend that in together. So now you're going to want to do your cut crease. I'm going in with the Anastasia eyeshadow primer, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on my lid, blink up, and this is going to allow me to figure out where I want to do the cut crease. And also it helps out with the transferring of eyeshadow, so that way if you do open your eye and look up, the lighter shade won't transfer. Alright y'all, spare me. I'm going in with the Q-tip with my saliva on it, and I'm cleaning up that eyeshadow primer. I'm doing this that way instead of like mixing the eyeshadow primer and the eyeshadows that were already resting on my eye, it'll be more clean. At this point, I'm just going back in with the same purple shades from earlier, and I'm just laying it on top of the line where I cut the crease. And you're just going to want to blend it out until it has like that clean blend and the pigmentation as you please. And from there, yeah, you're just going to want to keep stacking that. And then I'm going to also go in with the same blue as well and lay that on top of the purple, as I mentioned earlier, just to get that clean blend and vibrancy, because I want my colors to pop. So we're just gonna stack that on and then clean it up and make sure everything's well blended. Alright y'all, so I'm going back in with that same eyeshadow primer, and you're basically just gonna follow that same line that you did earlier to cut your crease. This is going to ensure that you have the cleanest line that you can get, as well as the fact that going in with the Q-tip ensures that you're not mixing any other shades. So the next shade you put on top, you'll be having like its pure color. You can go without that step with using the Q-tip, but like I said, you will get a pure color, and it's just kind of better in the long run, because I personally feel like my lines come out a lot cleaner that way, because I'm not dipping into the primer as much as I need to, and you're using a lot less product as it is. So yeah, you're just gonna want to pat that in and set it in. You don't need too much, and just get that desired clean cut line that you need. So I'm just going in with the fluffy concealer brush here at the end of my crease. This is just to get rid of that excess product, and so it doesn't come out splotchy when I go in to blend my crease out and get that. So I'm just going in with a thin brush here just to line the outer part of the cut crease with the same purple shades from earlier. And I'm doing this just to add some more color and also to correct any mistakes that I might have made with the eyeshadow primer. So this is just an easy way to add more vibrancy and then to just fix it and straighten it out as needed. So from here, we're gonna go ahead and just blend out that eyeshadow primer. This is just to get rid of any creases. And then we're gonna go in with white. I'm getting this shade from the Norvina Volume 1 palette. And we're just gonna go ahead and press that into wherever we have the eyeshadow primer. Now I'm going in with the shades E4 and D3 from the Norvina Volume 1 palette. And you're just going to want to keep that shade focused on the outer part of the crease. You're just going to want to blend it inwards and outwards to get that fade out into the white. You're mostly going to want to keep it focused on the white because you're going to bring in some of the previous colors around the end. So it's okay if it doesn't look as clean going towards the blue. You just want it to have that nice fade out going inwards to the eye. We're gonna want to go ahead and pick up those purple shades from earlier and pack that into the outer part of the crease. And you just want to keep that focused outwards because you don't want it to overpower those orangey tones either. So just gonna pack it in there and you're gonna want to blend it out. And the goal is the same here. You're just gonna want to keep that clean blend. So at this point, that's all we're doing is just blending. Here you're gonna see that I'm just going back in to the shades that I've already placed down, and I'm just gonna be blending it out and adding more colors until I am satisfied with the blending. So after placing that purple down, I'm gonna be picking up that orangey red tone and just stacking it so it could be brighter and that clean blend. I'm going in now with the Sephora Collection Colorful Eyeliner in the shade Black. And I'm just going to line my lash line. And you're just going to want to stop it up until you reach that purple shade. And just fill it all in because we're going to smoke it out. Once you're done with that liner, you're going to pick up that purple shade. And you're going to just lay it on top of the end of your liner. And just blend that out so it looks clean and dark enough. Now at this point, I'm just going to quickly put some eyeliner on my waterline, top and bottom. I'm using the Sephora Collection Retractable Eyeliner in the shade Matte Black. And then I'm going to add some mascara. I'm using the Milk Kush mascara here. And just add my lashes. So now we're just gonna do the same thing that we did on top. So you're going to use that same blue shade after prepping the bottom of your eye with some eyeshadow primer. And you're gonna wanna smoke it out. And you're gonna smoke it out with that same purple shade as well. Alrighty y'all, so we're at complexion now. So here I'm using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin. I used the shade Y405. It is a little bit dark for me and kind of orange, so I do mix it with my concealer, which is the Too Faced Born This Way Sculpting Concealer in the shade Light Beige. And I also mix it with the LA Girl Pro Color in the shade Blue, just to get cancel out those orange tones. And then I'm just gonna conceal a little bit more under my eyes, a little bit on my forehead, and we're just gonna blend that out. Before I do any next step, I like to contour my nose. So I'm going in with my favorite bronzer, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills in the shade Cappuccino. And I'm using a concealer brush. And you're just going to want to place that along the bridge of your nose. And you're going to want to blend it out. I find it easier doing it this way just because the powder is very easy for me to blend. And I like the pigmentation it gives me rather than doing a cream. I find it gets a little bit messy for me, so I use the powder on the wet concealer and it gives me the perfect contour. So this is how I've always done it. Hopefully y'all try it out and it works out for you too. Now it's time we set. So I'm going in with the Anastasia setting powder in the shade Vanilla. And I'm basically going to place that everywhere where I've placed the foundation. So I like to pack it in and massage it into my skin first, just so it could set. I find this helps my makeup last a lot longer as well. So you're just going to want to do that all over. And then I like to just add another layer. With that same bronzer and the same concealer brush, I'm gonna go in under my eyes and blend out where I placed the concealer and where my eyeshadow ends. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and contour my face. So I'm gonna contour my cheeks and my forehead and add a little bit more bronzer on my nose. I'm using the Inglot Pure Pigment eyeshadow in the shade 112 to add to my inner corner. And we're just gonna blend that out just to get a little bit of sparkle in this look. Okay, y'all, time for lips. So I'm going in with the shade from BH Cosmetics. I'm sorry, y'all, I can't find the color, but it's from BH Cosmetics. So I'm just gonna line my lips with that lipstick. It's a liquid lipstick, and then we're just gonna keep it like that. It's a little bit dark for me, so I'm not going to fill in my lips completely. Now I'm gonna go ahead and top that lip off with the Dior Addict Ultra Lip Gloss in the shade 369. And we're just gonna blend that out. So I'm just gonna use my concealer brush just to clean up my lips a little bit and make sure everything is in line. As you can see, I kind of overlined a little bit, so I'm just gonna go ahead and fix that. So some of my final steps are just to line the rest of my waterline, and then I'm gonna add some mascara to my bottom lashes. Alright, y'all, this is the finished look. Hopefully y'all love it just as much as I do and recreate it. Make sure to give me a subscribe and like. Hopefully you guys love it.